What's going on YouTube? Frank the Tank back here on another episode of MLB 15 The Show, our Diamond Dynasty series. Today we are going to open 6 standard packs, 5 positional player packs, and maybe look at the auction block to see if we can get, the community market, to see if we can get any steals or any nice pickups for the team. So we're going to start with these standard packs here. This is a live commentary. I will be getting a face cam soon, but stay tuned for that, as we're gonna get gold ritual tong and a gold bat. So that's not a bad pack there. Josh Fields isn't a bad relief pitcher. They have him. He used to be a third baseman in the White Sox organization, but I guess now he is a relief pitcher. So not bad. 77. Keep going through here. Jordy Mercer. I play really well with him on my Pirates franchise, so that's a nice pickup. Chris Young's having a great season. That's a card that might actually improve. Joe Panic's another one. Yeah, pretty happy with those 2 packs so far. Trying to get a gold, trying to get a diamond. Something to sell for some stubs so we can keep building up our team. Gregor Blanco. Blake Swihart. That's a pretty nice pull. Red Sox, one of their top prospects. They actually just called him up last week, so that's a nice pull. Maybe we'll hold on to him for a while, see if he goes up at all. Ross Detweiler, Brett Morel, Wilmer Flores, another Chris Young, silver sponsorship. Got 7 more packs to go. Ooh, gold glove. That probably goes for something. Junior Lake, Mayberry, Jose Tabata, Gregory Polanco, another Joe Panic. The packs aren't too bad. It seems like the beginning of when this game first came out, before I started doing YouTube, all the packs I would open, be filled with commons and really low bronzes. But it seems like, they're upping the guys in the packs a little bit. So that's something to watch out for. I really wish we could pull a diamond or even a legend. That'd be pretty cool. But going through here, nothing earth-shattering. 4 more packs to go. Corey Hart, he sucks. Tommy Malone. 3 more packs. Not getting too much out of these packs, but I mean, it is what it is. Through. Looks like we have another gold bat. Hopefully those sell for something. Probably not more than like 100 stubs, but not too big of a deal. Nothing in here. Last pack. Let's see if we can get some last pack luck. Shane Victorino, Leonis Martin. Nope, no last pack luck. So let's take a look at the inventory. View in the marketplace. Whoa. Wow. I did not think that bat would go for so much. Ooh, maybe this one will too. 488, we will take that. And I think we pulled a gold glove too. I think we had this one. I think this is the one we pulled. 390, we will take that. And this one, 310. Why not? So I think that's all we have as far as equipment. Check out this 176. If it's a significant amount more, if the buy price is significantly higher than the sell price, for players, I will post a sale order. But if it's only a couple hundred stubs, then I really don't mess with it, because sometimes these, like the rituals and stuff, take a long time to sell. I thought we got another gold ritual, or maybe oh no, that we got the ritual in the bat, so that's not bad. I like to hang on to these sponsorships just because they sell for nothing, and I do use them in franchise mode. So many of these, and they sell for absolutely nothing. We have 10 of these bats, they sell for nothing. So we're gonna go take a look at the community market. And one player, if you checked out, I think it was my second Diamond Dynasty video, I talked about investing in players to be able to earn stubs. And one of the ways to do that was to go find, the younger players, or, anybody in general who's having a good year, and pick up their cards while they're still, high bronzes or mid-level, even higher silvers, and hold on to them until they get a ratings boost. Because what's nice about Diamond Dynasty is it's different from MUT. Like in MUT, which is Madden Ultimate Team, if, Ben Roethlisberger goes out and throws 5 touchdowns, he'll probably get a new card the next week. They will not update his current card. What's nice about Diamond Dynasty is, if you like Carlos Gomez, he's a 91 right now. If he goes out and hits, 10 home runs in his next 4 games, they might bump him up to, I think, a 90. Yeah, 93 is what you need for a diamond. So, they could bump him up to a diamond. Now, when you get guys that are higher golds, it's really, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. But I look to find those guys that are having good years that are still silvers, buying them, holding on to them, and when they become golds, their prices will go up a lot. And one example of that is Bryce Harper. Now, if you follow baseball, you can see right now that Bryce Harper has been on a tear. This card was like an 82 or an 83 last week. I think 2 weeks ago I played a Road to the Show game and I got him as a reward, and it was like an 81 or 82, and I think I sold it for a little over 1,000 stubs. And after the weekend he's had, he got a bump up to 87, and his price went up by like 13,000 stubs. And another example of this was D. Gordon. I bought him maybe like a month ago on this game. He was low 80s. I bought him for like 1 or 2,000 stubs. Actually, I think it was 200 or 300 stubs. It was super, super cheap. Or I pulled him from a pack and that's what he was going for, so I held on to him. And when I decided to start making YouTube videos, I got on here and I had like 4 or 5 gold players. I sold them so I could open some packs to try to start this series from the beginning with a not so good team. But I looked and he was going for like 5,000 or 6,000 stubs. And now he's going for like 9,000 stubs. So one of the things to do is to get on here, and they did a roster update today. So I'm hoping a couple of the guys I was looking for didn't get updates. One of them was Michael Walker. He's been pitching great this year for St. Louis, and I was kind of hoping that he was still a mid to high level silver so I could pick him up and hold on to him, and when he moves to a gold, his price will probably jump. Now, position players go higher than pitchers just because pitchers, you can't pick the pitcher you're going to use. And here we see Michael Walker still going for 1,150 stubs. So we're going to grab him because I do think he's going to go up. And we will take a quick look at my team right now. And we're going to try to, we have 4,000 stubs, so maybe make 1 or 2 small pickups. As you can see, we have Diamond 99 overall Mickey Mantle starting at first base. He was obviously my created player because he's not in the game, but he's been really fun to play with. And I am going to start like a budget, maybe like a budget baller series to show you guys some really good players that go for barely anything. And just a sneak peek to that for those of you who are watching, 76 Yasmani Grandal, the catcher, is a tank. And you guys will be seeing this video a few days from when I'm recording it, but because I already have like 3 or 4 gameplays that I have to edit and post, but he's a monster, and I think he's homered in 2 of the 3 games I've played, and I know he has like an RBI or 2-run double or something like that. But Jorge Soler, he's one of those cards I'm going to hold on to just because I think his rating is going to go up, but I do want to replace him. He is a right fielder. I have him playing in left. Jock Peterson in center, he's been a beast, so I like him there. Jason Hayward, I'm indifferent about. He's been playing well sometimes. Colton Wong hits well for me. Alexi Ramirez hits well for me. Todd Frazier's okay, but I'm going to try to, I think for this video, we're going to look into a left fielder and a pitcher. Another starting pitcher. So I don't know if we can afford any gold players. Probably not. I don't know Jason Worth, but we can afford him anyway. Ben Zobrist, I had him. He's injured, so I'm worried about his actual rating going down. So we're not going to mess with him. Nolan Arenado wouldn't be a bad pickup, but I'm okay with Frazier. So we're going to look at outfielders, because you could really play your outfielders wherever. It really doesn't make any difference unless, you know, you're going to put Matt Holliday, who has low speed and low fielding, in center field. You know, there you're going to run into some problems. But corner outfielders, you could usually switch up. One pickup, Starling Marte. He's having a good season for the Pirates. He's going to go up to a gold. And, you know, with Diamond Dynasty, I like to play with different players. And, you know, I use Marte on my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. And I think, you know, one of the teams I had before I started recording, he was on it as well. I'm really going to regret not picking up that card for 2,600 because he's going to be a gold probably in about a week or two, and the price is going to be about 8 to 10K. So yeah, I'm going to regret that, but I really want to add another corner outfielder. Carlos Gonzalez, I had his gold, sold it for about 6K stubs, and now it's going for 1,500. I want to see if there's anybody. Michael Pineda. That would be a good pickup. And we are going to pick him up. I'm recording this video on Monday. Let me check the date. Monday, May 11th. Yesterday, Sunday, the 10th, Mother's Day, he struck out 16 batters. So if he continues on that kind of stretch, that card is going to go up. Chris Bryant would be a cool pickup. I probably can play him in left field. Probably could play Chris Bryant in left field, but I really don't know if I want to do that. And I don't want to spend almost all my stubs on him. Jock Peterson, this is another card that's going to be a gold before long. He's been tearing it up this year. If you watch this, go buy that card for 900 stubs, because it will go up. Will go up. You know what? I really can't see anybody right now that's... George Springer, I like that card. I think we're going to pick up George Springer. He's really the only one that's tickling my fancy right now. Yeah, so we will buy George Springer for 850 stubs. We will go pick up... Oh, I kind of want to pick up Chris Bryant, but I kind of don't. I want to pick up A-Rod so bad, but I don't know. I like A-Rod. I know he's a douchebag, and he's really not good for the sport. And it's kind of sad right now to watch him, you know, break Willie Mays' record, and literally nobody cared. So, yeah, he's a shitty person, but, you know, steroids or not, he is a hell of a baseball player. But, you know, we're not going to get into that now. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you guys watching and the continued support on the channel. Channel is really growing at a pace that I really didn't anticipate. I think we're up like almost 15 or 20 subscribers in the last week, which is awesome. I'd be happy with a, you know, subscriber a day. But, you know, if you enjoy the content, you know, please keep watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Head over to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at DiamondFrank. When I get 100 followers, those first 100 followers are going to be eligible for a PSN gift card giveaway. You know, just a little way for me to, you know, show my appreciation for all the support. If you have any recommendations for any type of series or anything that you want to see me do differently, you know, leave it in the comments section. I answer all my comments. You know, obviously right now it's really easy to, because there aren't a ton of them. But, you know, I really want to do my best to, you know, use the feedback. And, you know, if you guys found my channel, you obviously watch a lot of videos. So you kind of know what you want to see and what direction you want to see me take things. So, you know, I always appreciate the feedback. And, you know, like I said, like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content. And check out the next video. I'm trying to post videos every single day. A little tough with my work schedule, but it isn't too bad. But yeah, keep an eye out for the next gameplay, for the next pack opening.